Hi everyone who's going to be checking out this private video testing out black and white. Ooh, so retro. Anyway, I can't think of anything to talk about, so I thought about maybe I'd talk about my favourite British king for all you Americans. You know, everybody knows that I'm anti-monarchy, but I do have my favourite historical figures, and one of my favourites just happens to be King Charles II. Now this guy is, well, let's just say he was completely different to his dad. His dad was like 5'2", and he was like 6'1" or something. And he was a party goer, and I guess in the end he had to admit that, yeah, okay, Parliament has most of the power, I don't. And basically, he was more of entertainment value than he was political value, you know. He would have these big parties, right? And he used to drink all the time when he was younger, and he was like, everything was a celebration. Like the country became one big party because during Cromwell's time he fucked up and decided that now the country's going to be Puritan, and no, you can't play music, you can't dance, Christmas is banned or something. Something happened about Christmas, if I remember correctly. A lot of things were banned. It was very authoritarian, very theocratic, really, in a way. Which is a shame, because we had the potential to be the first successful European republic since the Romans. We were the first modern republic for about a couple of decades, and that's really annoying. So yeah, the Brits fuck up a lot of things, but at least people learnt from us, you know. So he came back, rather than people just electing a different leader, you know. But another mistake was that Cromwell passed it down to his son. You just fought the royalty, right, to fucking say, be gone, you do not have the divine right of kings, like what Charles I thought he had. And now all of a sudden you're passing it down to your son, who's more interested in being a farmer. Literally, Cromwell Jr., well, he's not literally junior, but was more interested in farming than he was about being a leader. That is just incredible, isn't it? Oh, that's not what the Greeks did. So, well, some Greeks. So he comes back, and then he decides, all right, well, now I need a queen. And they set him up, they hook him up with this girl. I forgot her name. Was it Portence Mancini? Constance Mancini, something like that. It might have been another one of his girlfriends. He had a lot of girlfriends and illegitimate children, so he didn't really have a proper successor, which was a shame, because he loved his kids. And the person he was going to marry, he didn't like her. They met each other, they didn't get along, and they were going to get married anyway, because, you know, a lot of marriages were political back then, or not necessarily political, but motivated by wealth and shit. Still, there was some that were motivated by love. And basically, he thought, okay, what am I going to do on my wedding day, because I don't like this girl, what can I do? Oh, okay, I'll just lock her out of the church and just go my own way, go MGTOW. Well, he didn't really go MGTOW, because he had girlfriends. So, well, MGTOWs can have girlfriends, but you know what I mean. So he went his own way, locked her out. I don't know if they ever officiated or anything. I don't know if it was officially a marriage, but she wasn't happy. He just thought, lock her up, lock her up, and let's have a party. The royalty's back. If you want to know why I keep saying that, look up Horrible Histories, King Charles II. That is a great song. You'll love it. And at one point, this Irish guy tried to steal the crown jewels, and he got caught. And they brought him to the king, because Charles II was pretty cool. It was like, oh, I love the daring of this man. Bring him to me. And then the guy came up, and he had the gift of the gab, and he was like, oh, I'm this guy who's come from here. And originally, he was a bit of a rebel. And he told him his life story and why he decided to do it, and King Charles II loved him so much that he decided to pardon him and give him land, and they became the best of friends. It was insane. He makes me laugh. There's no way you can dislike Charles II in any way. I can't do it. I know he's probably done some horrible things I've not researched. Well, the guy's he's amazing. The good outweighs the bad, and like, oh god, he's just, everything I read, I like him more and more. So yeah, that's my favourite historical figure. My favourite historical period would probably be like the Roman times or the modern era. So like Renaissance, which is kind of Renaissance and early modern, and then where we are now. So yeah, I quite like that. I like looking at the Cold War and laughing at how similar the Soviet Union and America actually were. But you know, that's my opinion. So yeah, this is just a test to see how it looks in black and white. Because if I put it on in colour, you can barely see me. But when I put it on black and white, it looks kind of better in a way. And plus, I'm no longer lagging. And I promise one day I'll get up early enough to actually do this in broad daylight, so there'll be loads of light shining. So anyway, yeah, I've been going on a bit too long, so I'll see you later.